It feels like every time vibe coding comes up, people act like building apps with AI is just a walk in the park. But the reality is a whole lot different when the final product turns out incredibly buggy and completely unorganized. To get around that massive headache, Softr has stepped up as a genuinely dependable option for creating real tools with prompt engineering. There has been so much talk lately about their updated interface blocks and native intelligence agents, so we decided to jump in and see how the whole process actually handles now. We are breaking down Softr today to figure out if it still holds the top spot for effortless no-code development. If you've been looking to spin up a professional application from scratch, let's check this out. When it's time to actually dive in and get started, the whole process kicks off right on that very first screen. You're looking at a totally blank canvas with just a single text box sitting there. Instead of spending hours dragging and dropping dozens of different design pieces, you literally just type out what you're trying to build. Like, you could tell the AI to spin up a modern CRM platform with a clean SaaS style, complete with team dashboards, automation tools, deep customer analytics, and a professional blue layout. The second you hit enter, the AI doesn't just make a wild guess, it actually talks back to clarify your goals. Moving past that first text prompt, the builder takes you through a quick series of questions to figure out exactly how the app should behave. This is where you really build out the backbone of the system. It'll ask who's going to use the tool, whether it's just for your team, your clients, or a mix of both. From there, it sets up matching features like contact pipelines while letting you choose secure login options like Google Sign-In. After fixing how the app works, we start working on the looks, and this is where the new updates get really good. The tool asks us to pick a menu style for both computer screens and cell phones. This is super important because a side menu looks great on a big monitor, but a bottom menu is much easier to use on a small phone. We get to decide how people move around our app before we can even see the final pages. Once the menu style is set, we pick our main colors and text fonts from a list of clean design choices that fit our company style. This step makes sure the whole app looks clean and works well together from the very start. Next, we click the big build button, which is always the coolest part to watch. You don't just sit there looking at a slow loading bar, you watch the whole app come to life right away. The main sections slide into place, the data sheets form in the background, and real text and numbers fill up the screen. In just a couple of minutes, the new software is ready to use. Once you get that first part sorted out, you really need to look at where all this data is actually living. Softr definitely beefed up their own native database lately, but the real magic is still in how easily it talks to other software. You can link your app up to Airtable, Google Sheets, or even Notion with just a couple of clicks. What blows me away is that whenever you change something in your spreadsheet, it hits the app instantly. If you push back a project deadline in Airtable, your clients see that update the second they hit refresh. That direct two-way sync is exactly why so many teams choose Softr. You keep using the spreadsheets you love, but your users get a beautiful branded portal. Instead of just looking at your information, you can now set up quick automatic steps to handle your everyday business tasks. All you have to do is choose the rules and pick what happens next. It uses a very basic setup where a task runs only if a certain rule is met. While you build this automation, you can link it to your main pages, built-in links, and outside tools like Airtable, Google Sheets, or Notion. Then you just add small connecting steps to finish your layout. You can bring in smart text tools, messaging apps, and big spreadsheets to get everything running smoothly. After the setup is done, you can test it to make sure it works right, which is why making apps this way feels so powerful. The Smart tool does the hard work to start our app, but we usually want to change a few small details to make it perfect. This is when the special vibe coding block helps us out. If one part of your page doesn't look right, you can talk just to that single block. You can tell it to make the top title smaller and add a search box, and the tool fixes only that small piece without changing the rest of your page. It feels just like having a helpful assistant sitting next to you making changes right away. Also, the way this tool lets people work together is great for teams. The group tools are much better now, so a few people can log into the builder at the exact same time. You can leave notes on different blocks or tell your teammates to finish writing the text or check the company colors. It makes building your app feel like a fun art project instead of hard technical work. Even if your team members have never made an app before, they can help out within 10 minutes. It's always worth looking at how an application holds up as you start pouring in more data. There was a time when choosing no code meant accepting a sluggish interface once your tables grew, but Softr has completely overhauled their infrastructure to fix that issue. We've been testing apps packed with heavy records, and the load screens stay incredibly fast, especially if you're working out of their native database setup. The transition when you switch from looking at a phone to a desktop screen is completely seamless now. Since the software deploys as a progressive web app, your users can add it right to their devices without dealing with any App Store hurdles. The platform also rolled out some major security improvements. Thanks to SOC 2 standards and highly detailed permission settings, storing sensitive files feels completely secure. The new visual access layout makes managing user groups simple. Honestly, Softr does an amazing job of filling that massive space between basic landing page builders and high-level coding platforms. It's hands down the quickest way to spin up real, functional business tools without dealing with any technical programming headaches. If you're finally ready to dump those messy spreadsheets you use to run your team and step up to a clean, custom application, you definitely need to check it out. Go visit softr.io right now to start building out your very first project completely for free.